and then it streams, and then that does it stream. It is streaming at this point in time. Very good, sir. Very, very good. Very nice. At everyone. Because why the fuck not? Put it. We're going to annoy everyone in the server. Why have you got Akuma as your fucking stream thingy? Because apparently Royal Fortune's too fucking big! Damn, look at Royal Fortune. She look nice. She look real nice, boys. She look real nice. Focus on your live stream and let YouTube insert ads for you. No fucking shit, YouTube. No fucking shit. What's up? Atago. Atago. Takao. Takao. Give me a sec. Yeah. Ignore the scratching sounds. Yeah. Where are you guys going? Oi. Oi. Look at me. Look at me when I speak to you, Hector. This is your chance, Hector. Fucking this is. Say it. Perfect. There we go. And then the second thing I need to do is reposition this so that my headset is there. I was going to wear something different for the stream, but I decided not to. Because I can't be asked. I've just come back from watching the new Five Nights at Freddy's film. It's actually really, really good. I thought it was going to be worse than what it is, but it was actually quite a good film. Because people were making it out like, oh, it's a terrible, terrible... Wait, I can send love hearts? Do it. Wait, what the fuck? I can do this? Oh, wow. I didn't know that YouTube allowed us to do this. Okay. I hope that didn't cost any money, and I haven't just, like, wasted tons of money. So today, we're going to be pirating. Yay! Oh, right. I've got the full screen. There we go. I got my Dragon Girl. This was the last time I played as Elaine, was that I got my Dragon Girl. And I did that. What was I getting these commissions for again? There was a mission. I don't know. I want to do the pirates. Let's talk about what I think, because I should have talked about what I thought of the new ships. So Golden Hind, okay. Okay, that's an okay choice. I figured they were going to add in Golden Hind. A lot of people don't know what the fuck a Golden Hind is. They're like, what's Golden Hind? And basically, Golden Hind is was a warship that beat the fucking Spaniards. Is that it? Is that it? Oh, so yes, it is. That's good desperados. Please tell me he's not drinking. I'm not drinking. So there we go. So that, okay. Whittier, don't know it. Sao Mateo, don't know it. Mary Celeste, now this is fucking odd, okay? Because Mary Celeste, right, this is a warship game with warships, right? Right. Mary Celeste was not a warship. Mary Celeste was the American equivalent of the fucking Cutter's Ark. That is what the Mary Celeste was. And this is one of the reasons why I'm pissed off with Azur. I'm very, because that's all it's been, is events of stupid-ass boats that never existed that they just make up. And fucking, Yostar is a terrible, terrible company. And I can't wait to content nuke the living fucks out of them. I'll just make up false paedophile claims because I can do it and my subscribers will just support me no matter what. So I don't really care. But everyone's like, what the fuck? No, I'm joking. Everyone's going to be like, Yostar OC said he's going to... I wouldn't be surprised, actually, though, truth be told. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to build these ships. I'm pretty sure I can do it with this. Yeah. I want Golden Hind. That's the only one I want. Maybe Mary Celeste, but yeah. Yeah, I know everyone does because, I think a better choice should have been... What the fuck have you just clicked? I think a better choice would have been the Flying Dutchman as opposed to the Mary Celeste. Because, oh, it's my girl, Royal Fortune, kick-ass. And so the curtains rise on a small conflict to a happy life and a merry one. Edward Kenway. I should have been dressed up in Edward Kenway, but I can't be asked. Yeah, get that, get that son of a bitch. Get him. Go on, Royal Fortune, kick ass. Yeah, do it. Show him why Welsh is best. Kick its ass. Send her back to the kitchen. Do it. Dumb. Even though technically... Oh, yeah, that's another one that a lot of people wanted. Queen's Anne's Revenge. I think they'll add thingy as a UR. The, what's she called? HMS Victory. They'll add her as a UR, I think. That's what they'll do. The reason why is because I say so. But it's the only logical choice. To add, the thingy. Tempesta and the Fountain of Youth. No. So, you know, let's go back. Fuck off. Right. I love how I've just got demonetized. YouTube's gone, no. Because I've said it like so. Finally, about time, you fucking bastards. Give me fucking... I fucking deserve this shit, you fucking cunts. Because you didn't give me any for the fucking video I made for you that you didn't even put in your shitty fucking stream for your shitty anniversary that no one gives two shits about. And then you announced, oh guys, we're doing Slow Ahead Season 2. Even though no one asked for it. No one in their right fucking mind asked for it. But clearly... They're a bunch of retards over at Yosto who don't know what the hell they're doing. Everyone's like, I don't like Ozzy. He's getting really angry. He's too angry. He keeps yelling. I don't like it. Ozzy, stop yelling. Let's build some boats. If I don't get me a fucking golden hind, I'm going to scrap Olik. Yeah. That's right. You heard me. 6. Fuck. 7, 8. There we go. What are you going to do with those Bismarcks? Look, I might need those Bismarcks, okay? I'd rather watch bootleg Azur Hentai than Sword Season 2. Exactly. But no one listens to me. They called me crazy. Give me the pirate boats! Fuck. Pirate, fuck. Pirate, fuck. Pirate! No! Pirate, no. Who the fuck are you? Ah. Piss off. Piss off. Hey, Shikaken, shut up. Finish. No. Fucking bitch. Fuck you. You made me move my fucking finger. God fucking damn it. Out of all the people, it's you. You of all people. Why? Why are you here? Why are you tormenting me? Are you absolutely kidding me at this point in time? Are you absolutely kidding me? You haunt me in my dreams. You are like a bad bloody plague that constantly comes after me all the goddamn time. Why of you of all people are here right now? Why? It's no. God damn it, fucking bitch. Right, I know what I'm doing with you. You can fuck off and die, you fucking whore. Fuck off. Right. Oh, I would love to buy more dock space if Yostar actually gave me any gems. Right. Let's try again. We'll do this again. Can anyone hear me alright? Yeah, people can hear me alright. Okay, Shropshire. Nothing. No. Give me my fucking pirate boat. Yes! 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 Ah! Yes! Francis Drake, here I come! Okay. Alright. Thank you for tuning into this live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, I'm going to go and fap to some Rule 34 of Golden Hind. See you later, guys. Alright. I bet Yo-Star's watching this right now, like, they're just all like, this motherfucker talking shit about us, huh? Talking shit. Alright. Nah, trust me. Fam, you know, I don't know what the hell. I hope I didn't damage my minifigure. No. Okay, good. Okay. I got Golden Hind. That's all I care about. I bet they did that on purpose. They just saw me and they were like, "Hey, let's give him man a Maggie. Let's give him a Maggie. Let's give him a Maggie just to see what he does." That's funny. Great. I don't know why she looks so lustful though. Like, she looks too lustful in my opinion. Perfect. Now we don't have the original Golden Hind, but we do have a replica of the Golden Hind, which is actually just as good. I haven't actually seen the replica. Like, I haven't actually. Oh, I don't have enough thingamabobs, do I? Quick finishes. That doesn't matter. I don't need them. I just need to scrap these fuckers. Get out. Get shit out of here. Yeah, because I don't have any quick finishes. Okay. So yeah, I got Golden Hind. Pretty cool. A load of Golden Hinds. Okay, I'm happy with that. Oh, fuck off. Now, let's feed these ships, girls. And let's actually do some of the story. Alright, fuck off. Oh, they've changed the interface now again for the 50th time. Piss off. What's this? Train free. They're not even training. Okay. Got it. But no, I've got a really good so I've got several videos planned. So I'm currently editing one. Well, I'm not currently editing. But I've got one in the works. That's going to be released Halloween. That's going to be, if you look at my Discord server, there might be hints as to what that is. It's quite easy to guess what it is. It's going to be a first step into something. And also I damaged my hand doing boxing training today. I thought, yeah, I'm doing great with my left hand because my left hand always gets damaged. And then, like, I've got a damage here. Even though I'm not feeling it now, I'm going to feel it tomorrow. Basically, this side is going to be unusable tomorrow. So I won't be able to use these two fingers, which is a shame. But I don't have any women to please, so it doesn't actually make that much of a fucking difference. What the fuck? Give me that. Give it me! Give me the message. Ah, fuck you, bitch. Right. So, Swashbuckler's Retreat. What is this shit? New skins. Commemoration. No. Get T4 with 4 stars. Okay. Right, so this is the... I don't know what the fuck this shit is. Event shop. Secret shipyard. What's the secret shipyard? It's an event. What the fuck? Oh, I can collect that. Yeah, this. I've already retired 2 ships. Oh, piss off, Royal Fortune. Yeah, I know what the ribs are on a wooden ship. I do. I'm a fucking naval historian. Of course I know what this shit is. Are you? I'm a fully qualified military historian. Oh, God, no. Not this again. Please stop saying you're a fully... Alright, I don't need you, Mary Celeste. I don't need you. I don't need you. You're an elf guild for some odd reason. You suck. Oh my god, they got Francis Drake as a goddamn cat. That is the best thing ever. Okay. You see, this is what the cannons look like on... This is what they were on Golden Hind. In fact, that was one of the reasons why they were actually superior. That's how they beat the Spanish. Because the Spanish used land cannons, and we used warship cannons, which were way better. I want to go to EX. Are you fucking me in the ass? You honestly think you're fucking funny? Alright. So anyway, so yeah. Hello, John. Wait, what's happened to my fleet? No, we don't even need the... Why can't I go... So anyway, so yeah. So that video I've got planned, which I might commission an artwork of this boat that I do in this next video as an actual ship girl. Which I'm surprised no one's actually ever done. There's one boat which is possibly one of the most famous boats of all time in fictional. There's several. Black Pearl, but there's one in particular which holds a special place in my, recently. But be quite a good one. Anyway, you'll see soon enough in a few days' time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Musashi can handle it. Rune, you do what you do fucking best. So yeah, and then I've got another history video. This one's more of a, Maritime horrors? Like that. That's what this one video is about for Halloween. But this other one is one for November time. And then after that, it's getting into whatever. It's just getting into history videos. After that, fuck off. And so, yeah, so that's my plans. But anyway, so I saw the new Five Nights at Freddy's film. It was actually kind of funny. I found it quite funny to hear people gasp at one scene, at this reveal scene. And I knew the reveal because I played the video games. I knew the lore. So, of course, I knew, and it was quite good. There were some bad things about it, but there was, quite a lot of good things about it. It was a good... I'd say it was quite a good video game adaptation. It wasn't, it wasn't like Super Mario Bros., the first film they did in the 90s that was fucking awful. It was, they couldn't... I don't think the story would have gone well. The video game story would have gone well with the film. So I think they did what they could, the best way they could. What was the volume settings on this? Holy shit. Volume's super low on this. Alright. I wonder if I can just turn the thingy volume up. So do I. That's how I got back on a bus. There we go, much better. That's more the better standard. Fuck off. Fuck. Did I not tell you to go far? FNAF. We are FNAF. I was thinking, no, don't do it, and luckily they didn't. I was like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, but I loved Springlock in that film. Fucking Springlock. Was it Springlock? Springtrap. Springtrap. I loved Springtrap in that film. No, it's PG-15. But they did what they could do with a PG-15. But it was actually, this place was booked out. And the crazy thing is that it was just full of, I didn't know if it was going to be full of kids. It was full of university students, people my age, but they probably grew up with the series. And so I remember there was one scene where it's revealed of who Springtrap is, if you haven't played a video game. And then they're like, and that's the thing is that the film's a really good film if you haven't played the games. If you haven't played the games, it's actually quite a good film. Because even though I already knew about the animatronics, the way they revealed it in the film was actually really, really good. It's like people who've read Chainsaw Man and then they see the anime and like, whoa, or like Attack on Titan fans when they read the manga and then they see the anime, like, whoa, That's what it felt like. Yeah. But all these women, audible girls, the real veil. But I just loved the way that thingy came, and there was, even though there was so little screen time of Springtrap, the amount, the way that they brought them in. They brought them in exactly, they walked in exactly how they walk in the game, sort of like at this low, you just see the eyes, you just hear in the distance and you see their eyes and you see them step into the light and it's like, whoa, Yeah, the new part of Attack on the last part of Attack on Titan final season part 2 of part 2 of part 2 of part 2 of part 2 is coming out this month, and I hope to Christ this is the last part. It's gonna be another. Now I've read the manga, I know it's the last part. Though I do wonder if they changed the ending on the anime to the manga. I wonder that. One I'm hyped for is Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man. That's a good one. Chainsaw Man. Manga. I've been reading the manga. But the thing is, the manga is so far ahead compared to the anime that I don't think the anime will catch up. But it's... oh, God. Part 2 is my favourite of, like, Chainsaw Man, but we won't get that in anime form until about another 5 years' time. I'm not joking. That's how long it will take us to get there. So, yeah. Yeah, Musashi, you just do... You do you. You're the best girl. You just annihilate everyone. So yeah, now boxing training's been going well. There's some issues. So basically, I've been promoting it on my YouTube channel, and the people over at the boxing thing have basically said you've got to promote it on Instagram. And the issue is I don't have many Instagram followers, and it's also my personal Instagram, which I don't really want to show people, but I had to, so I had to basically dox myself for a chance to go boxing. Everyone's like, Jesus Christ, OC, you don't have to go that far for it. I do. So, you know, so I had to dox myself, but that, you know, to do that because I need it. You know, I want to do this fight. I want to do this fight. Before I was like, I'm not too sure. Yeah, that's the reason why I beg for followers. It's not a case of me being like a stingy cunt. It's a case of the company's basically giving me shit cards. They've dealt me shit cards, and I've got to make do with what they deal with me. I can't. Shit. I can't. Like, I couldn't. Like, if I had it my way, I wouldn't. But you know, because they basically kept putting more stuff on. So they told me originally, oh, you've only got to raise £50 for charity to be considered for boxing. Okay. And then it was, you got to turn up to every training session. Okay, I've done that. And then it was, you've also got to give us your ID. Okay, I did that. And then it was, and you've also got to share the tickets and sell the tickets on Instagram. And I'm like, hang on a fucking sec. I've been doing this shit on YouTube, alright? I've been doing it on Discord. People want to see me fight. Can I live stream it? No. What do you mean no? You can live stream it on your phone. Can I not professionally live stream it? No, because you'll be taken away from our ticket sales, you little shit. So, you know. But the thing is that I paid for a VIP table for my friends and family. But the issue is, even though I paid for a table, they still not give me a fight. They still might not give me a fight. And it's like, what the fuck? But the problem is, I've got to fight, because if I suddenly come back to my subscribers and say, oh, sorry guys, I can't fight because the company says so, then everyone's going to be like, wow, you fucking lied to us, though, see? You know, that's bullshit. You're just pussied out. Ooh, the Clipper. Okay, is that the Mary Celeste? What Clipper? The Clippers of goddamn thinking. Kaboom. Pussy. So yeah. That's Hindi stream, lol. I mean, yeah, but that's the thing is that it's good for a good cause, but the fact is they're like, oh, you need to, like, tickets take priority. In reality, like, the fact is, the charity gets about 1/4 of, no, not even that, probably 1/6 of, like, the total money that is generated. It's actually more expensive to buy a ticket for this event than it is to donate charity for this event. I've been doing it for suicide prevention. I listed it on my Facebook as well. The reason why I'm doing it for suicide prevention is because my friend was in a bad place a few years ago, when in reality that person was me. So, you know, that's why. Yeah, I can't be asked with this story. So, you know, that's why. Yeah. Fucking kill that bitch. Kill her. Send in das Boot. Nah. Oh, they just annihilated that. So yeah. What was this bum there? Hey, I can spam 100. Ooh. I don't really care about subs at this point. I'm too focused on, you know. I've got plans for the channel. I've got plans. Don't get me wrong. I've got plans for the channel, but it's all a bit trying to keep up with stuff and whatnot. I want my friends to streak. Ha! At this rate. Oh! Okay. Actually, that is something interesting. Alright, let me just go back. This alcohol's starting to hit me now. This is a bad mistake. This is what happens when I stream. Dang! Anyway. Let's say. Gimme. New Jersey. Bismarck. I don't really. Do I need you? No. Exactly. I don't need you, so fuck off. You know who else I don't need? I don't need Anarchy. Okay. That was delivered with such like oh god. It's funny because the fact is everyone's like probably thinking, I bet Dojin took it bad. No, Dojin was like doing fucking backflips. Meanwhile me, I was like the fucking bad guy in Baby Driver. I was like, oh, now it's my fucking problem. Now this is my fucking problem. Alright, now I've got to get involved. Right, can you, Sheffield, piss off? Thank you. Sheffield! Stop it! Stop it! Sheffield, stop it! Oh my god. Right, I've got you to level 100. Fuck off. No more? No more? Good. Right, piss off. Thank you. Collect done. Okay. Let me actually check on my mate. My mate sent me messages after seeing Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, get rid of that. I don't know if I actually revealed anything. I don't think so. You go in there. Okay. Me when I saw Matt Pat. Also, Abby is an anagram of baby, which is baby for a type of. Yes. Okay, there we go. Rosenberg. Who's Rosenberg? Rename a character type 93. Oh, that's fucking... Type 93 torpedoes. That was some Japanese planes with their Type 93 long lance. Woo! They're really powerful. Wait, what? Who's Rosenberg? Rosenberg. Who's Rosenberg? Hey, at least you got Mary Celeste. At least you got Mary Celeste. What have I got? Where's my pride, Mickey? Where's my pride? I ain't got no pride. Who the fuck is Rosenberg? Who is Rosenberg? Like, people tell me about. What's that fucker called? What's he called? I forgot. Not Daemon. What's he called? What's he called? He's called... Some Hearts Fine for YouTuber. The one that likes Girls and Panzer. I don't know his fucking name. Pissing me off. I don't know that. Whoever the fuck he is. People keep mentioning him to me. I'm like... I don't know. I don't know his name. I don't know. It slipped my mind. It slipped my mind. I just thought of something funny. I just thought of something funny with another YouTuber. Like, I got so pissed off with another YouTuber over something so stupid. But I didn't, like, it's not drama. I haven't said it to their face or anything. But you know when you find out something about YouTube and you're like, God fucking damn it, you know. That's what it was like, you know. It's like you're, you know, I've just got the worst luck in life. Right, okay. OC, think, OC. Who the hell? Oh yeah, you were looking at Rosenberg. Rosenberg. I've been on fights. It's a football club. Holy shit. They were communists. Oh, well there we go. That's what they fucking deserve. Fucking commies. In fact, I had them lined up against the wall and fucking shot. You know how I feel about communists. You know how I feel about Palestinians. Oh god, no. OC, don't! You'll fucking summon him. Who? The guy that got really pissed off on the podcast when you supported Israel, and then he had a fit and then had to go and leave. I don't know what you're talking about. I do not recall any event of that happening. I don't know. I'm playing the pirate one. Who's Lawrence Allen? Boken, that was it. Boken, that fella. Yeah, him. I want to win this fight so I can call people out. I want to fight Chemo Cheese. I want to box Chemo Cheese. I can fucking get him down. You know, I can take him. I can take him. I can take him. I know I can take him. I want to box Chemo Cheese. I want to box Chemo Cheese. I want my fucking cheese. I want my cheese. I want my cheese. I want cheese. I want cheese. I want to box Chemo Cheese. I want it to happen. It can happen here. It can happen in Philippines. It can happen in anywhere, any time of the day. I want it to happen. I want to fight Chemo Cheese. I want to fight Chemo Cheese. That's the one Azur YouTuber I want to fight. What about Dojo God? No. There's no bad stuff between me and Dojo. There's no reason for us to fight. It's not like he does my tie and I'm like, no. Not like he does my tie and he'll just fucking murder me. No, that's not the reason. No. Also, he was a monk, so you don't know how much patience that guy has. Fucking hell. I'm supposed to be editing a video. But why are you streaming? Because I wanted to get boats. Fuck off that first. Pistol duel with Anarchy. Oh. Fucking hell. Oh no, there's gonna be a duel with Anarchy, but it won't be pistols. There's gonna be a duel with Anarchy, that's a fact. 100%, it's gonna happen. There's gonna be backwards and forwards between me and Anarchy, and basically, I say bring it on. Bring it on. For the simple fact, with prep time, I'll fucking win. But the issue is I haven't done what... Anarchy said if I make a certain type of video, he's gonna respond. I know exactly what video it is, and I know exactly... I'll just deliberately make the video so that it leaves flaws, so that he'd fall into the trap of responding, and then I can just backhand with a response video to his response video. That's the reason why I did boxing, so I can say like professional fencer, boxer, be like, what the fuck? Boxer, diver. No, it's not Israel. Well, that is coming, that is happening. That's the third video I've got planned, the Arab-Israeli video. But he wouldn't respond with that for the simple fact that it's actually a legitimate video. When you see the video, you'll understand why it's a legitimate video and why it's a legitimate. Like, it won't cause any controversies for the simple fact that the source I am literally reading I'm not reading from a video script. I'm reading from an academic source that is currently owned by a university. It just so happens, as the saying goes, the sources I made it the fuck up, but in my case it's slightly different. In my case, it's not the sources I made it the fuck up, it's actually I am the fucking source. I'm the ketchup, I'm the tomato, I'm the mayonnaise. That's what I fucking am, because that essay is my essay. Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I went to university and I spent like £9,000 doing essays. And I thought to myself, you know, I might as well make some of them like into videos, because I can do that. You know, so it's gonna be on to what extent were the British responsible for the Arab-Israeli conflict, because we do get a lot of blame for it. And actually, to sum it up, the video in a nutshell, we're not actually to blame. We're to blame to a certain degree, but we're not actually to blame. The persons who are to blame is Palestine, and everyone's going to argue with me over that, and I'll tell you why Palestine's to blame. In 1946, we approached, because the issue is, the reason why it kicked off was that we wanted the Zionists to support us. We wanted the Jews to support us, and the reason why, because they had a lot of wealth. The Rockefeller family, the fucking family, what are they called? The Rosenberg? Not the Rosenberg family, the fucking Rockefeller family, and the other one. Rittenhouse? No, not Rittenhouse. The other one. The other one that apparently is like really powerful still or something. But that's what we try to do, is that, and we basically went to them, we went to the Zionists, and we were like, right, what do you guys want? We want Israel. Okay, we can do that. But the issue is, Ottomans owned Israel, and we wanted support because we wanted the money support. We also wanted the Jewish state support, so that we could go, because our plan was to go to war with the Ottoman Empire, to go and basically attack the Germans from Turkey and go into Europe that way, because we had the Western Front, which was coming to a stalemate, and then we had the Gallipoli campaign and all that. And basically, Azur Arabia fought with the Arabs to try and get an Arab state, and blah blah blah. And basically, long story short, it's a whole complete mess. But basically, we made two promises. You know how you promised your mates? You got one ticket to a concert, and you promised your two mates, oh, we'll go to the concert. But then but both your mates turn up, and it's like, well, which one do I give the fucking ticket to? That's the issue. That is basically the dilemma we had, because the Jews weren't doing anything for us, so we went to the Arabs, because we thought, oh, we'll get the Arabs to rise up against the Ottomans, and basically it was really shit. The Arabs did not rise up. There was like 2,000 of them, so not a lot. But Lawrence of Arabia was like, getting them all like, getting involved, and so they were doing a good job. But the issue is that it was, so we had to try and figure out like what the fuck to do post-war. So then we went, and then the problem was the Holocaust. The Holocaust was a huge thing, because basically all the Jews, when they went back to Poland, the Polish said, get the fuck out or we'll kill you. Because as we know about the Polish death camps, Poland helped contribute to the Holocaust. So what happened was that basically, because it happened with the whole of Europe, so basically you had a bunch of homeless Jews that needed a new home, henceforth Israel, because it's a place where they can go, live in peace, without any issues. So we sent them there. And then it was cohabitation, and they actually got on. The Arabs and the Israelis got on. But the issue is that the Israelis, the complete fucking psychopaths ones, blew us up. And because we had just ended World War II, and we were still losing men in the army to fucking Israeli terrorists, we were like, we can't deal with this shit. We're getting out, because it's going to go sour. So that's what we did. We didn't ruin it. Everyone's thinking, oh, we ruined it. But the issue is that we approached Palestinians, the Arabs, in the 19 fucking something or the other. It was written in the essay. And we said, right, we will give you 75% of your total land that you have. You will retain 75% of your total land. Israel will get the remaining percentage for their own, to put their own people. And this will be protected under NATO, under the United Nations. It will be protected. So if Israel was to attack your territory or try and claim any of your territory, we would get involved, and vice versa. If you try and wipe out Israel, we will get involved. And basically Palestine went, nah. And because of it, that's why Palestine is not viewed as a state under NATO. That's why the United Kingdom, the United States, all the various countries support Israel, because Israel said yeah to that deal. And because Israel said yes to that deal and Palestine didn't, have Israeli conflict. Simple as that. So, but Palestine could have been a far bigger country than it is now, and now they've got this issue. But now they're like, we need to wipe out Israel. We need to, it's like from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. In fact, I've actually captured one of their war trophies. I've got a war trophy. It's mine now because I fucking captured it off Palestinian supporter. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at what I got. I captured this. I beat off. I beat away. A fucking Amsterdam glory hole, the fucking Palestine supporter. They're fucking mental, the Palestine supporters around here. Fucking nuts. Says, before we go, we want to clarify, we are liars. Now here's the weather. The BBC, the big fat cock, admits it missed misled the public about pro-Palestine demonstrations in the UK. Because all the Palestine fucking demonstrations are violent compared to the Israel ones. That's a universal fact. Go look it up on the internet. Everyone's like, how the fuck did we beat... That's the issue. That's why when you watch the podcast and you see, like... If you watch the podcast episode, I don't know what episode it was. I think it was episode 5 or something. It just... The fact that it was mentioned once and it just suddenly descends to me and Anarchy just fucking arguing and trying to kill each other. That's how iffy it is to talk about Arab-Israeli conflict. Do not talk about it. I do recommend that. If you want to keep friends, don't talk about it. The reason why I'm talking about it here is because it's you guys. You know, you guys will just unsubscribe. I don't think there'll be any you subscribers who'll go over it, you know. Hello, Flapster. Flapsner. It's not our guy. It's not our fault. Stop fucking blaming us. We're not to blame. Wait, that thing moves? Oh, shit. Oi, get back here. So, yeah. But the issue is that the Palestinian guys, they say that's the issue. They're like, oh, Palestine, Hamas is Palestine. Hamas needs to be like, you know, Israel's a bad guy. Hamas fucking invaded Israel. They flew in guys to capture people. They've killed British civilians. They've killed British citizens, they've killed American citizens, which means they're fucked. That's why America is sent a fucking... Because America will send their entire navy to make sure that one of their citizens gets out of a country. They will do that. America, that's one thing. I fucking hate the Americans because they're entitlement and they're fucking arrogant cunts. But one thing I love about the American government is they will defend any American citizen into foreign territory. They will basically say, if you don't fucking let this person out, we're going to wipe you off the face of the planet and we're going to remind you why we don't have free healthcare. We're going to remind you why we don't have free healthcare in our country. You know, that's the thing. That's why half the terrorists we can't kill, because they're defended under their American citizenship. And it's got to go to the vice president before they can say, all right, we need to kill this potential terrorist who's an American citizen. Whereas British citizens, it's just a case of, you know, because we've got no protection as British citizens. So, you know, that's the thing about, but anyway, but that's the issue, and people like defend, they're like saying, oh, it's fake, it's made by AI. No, it's not fake, okay? I've seen plenty of dead bodies, okay? I've seen Holocaust videos, I've seen Holocaust photos, I've seen photos from the Ukrainian war. I've seen photos from various different wars, and I know what dead bodies look like, okay? I know what fake dead bodies look like, I know what real dead bodies look like. So, I know for a fact, you know, they're making it out like Hamas did nothing. Like, Hamas didn't do anything. Hamas fucking did it. Alright, and Israel's responding, and everyone's getting iffy like, it's so unfair that Israel's responding because Palestine doesn't have a military. We should be supporting Palestine. Look, they started it. They're not going to invade Palestine. Palestine is still around. Palestine is to the right. They're going to kill Hamas. They're going to wipe Hamas out. Now, they've got two options that they're going to do, Israel. They're either going to completely reduce Hamas to just fucking a parking lot, and then just, you see. I'm actually very surprised that Anarchy hasn't done a video about it, but Anarchy won't do a video on it because if you look at his Twitter, he's talking about it all the time, whereas compared to YouTube, he won't, and that's simple, because if he comes off as a Palestine supporter of blah 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 blah, then pretty much he's going to open himself up to criticism, i.e. this guy's going to come in and just go BAM! You know, with a video, so, because he knows, you know, and several other people might do that, so he's got to, you know, keep stuff as it is. No, we actually are sending a warship there. We're sending, the Americans have sent a warship, there's several warships. We're sending a warship there. You know, it's just there to, like, say, fuck off. To also remind them as well, like, we can annihilate you if we want to. So, what Israel is currently doing is that they're bombarding Gaza, but they're not bombarding Gaza killing civilians. They are killing civilians, but not doing it unnecessarily. They're actually blowing up certain places, certain buildings, because they know that the fight in Gaza, the ground warfare, is going to be nuts. Under every rock, every nook, every cranny, there's going to be an anti-tank gun, a fucking RPG, a machine gun, because that's the way they fight. That's the way Gaza fights. That's the way Hamas fights. They will turn every single civilian into a shield or a weapon. That is what they will do. So, Israel is targeting areas because they're forcing them to go underground. So they're basically changing, because they've killed one of the leaders, one of the commanders of Gaza. Because if they can make them change their strategy, if they can throw Gaza's strategy, because Gaza's been preparing this for years. They've been preparing for years. If they can throw off their strategy, then they can go and invade, and Gaza will be like, what the fuck are you? I can't do this, I can't do this, because their strategy will go out the window, because their strategy's blown up. That's why they're blowing up tunnels. They're forcing them into tunnels and then blowing up the exit so that they force them to stay in the tunnels. They're trying to, you know, make it as easy as they can to go into Gaza. So, America's not going to nuke it. But, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting to see. But basically, everyone's saying, like, the world is saying, like, don't do Israel. And Israel will not back down for one simple fact. They kill civilians. This was an unprovoked attack on Israel. They did it. Hamas did it. They sent men over the border to attack Israel, to kill civilians, to take hostages. And Israel is basically saying, right, okay, that's it, I've had enough. That's what they've done. That's what they're doing. They're exercising their right to defend themselves. That's the difference. And in the end, so there's two options. Either A, Israel wipes out Hamas and just take the whole of Gaza for themselves, more territory. Or option 2 is that they're going to replace Gaza. They're going to replace Hamas. And the reason as to why was because Hamas is a terrorist organization. They're like ISIS, right? They control the country. If Israel removes them and puts in place another party that doesn't really mind Israel, then then they don't have to worry about, you know, like Hearts of Iron 4. It's like having a puppet instead of annexing a country. That's what Israel will most likely do, I think. Israel will most likely put in a different government, because the previous government actually worked with Israel and they still want to work with Israel. So that's what most likely I think Israel will do. They will just wipe out Hamas, but they'll keep Gaza separate, and they'll have the party that was in before, because that was the issue. It was a terrorist organization takeover. But now everyone's saying Israel's a terrorist state. Palestine's not even got involved. They're not involved at all in this fiasco. They're not involved at all. Palestine has not moved an inch since this war's kicked off. So, you know. Anyway, getting back to the stream. I don't know what the hell happened there. If this was me with Animarchy, just be interjecting all the time. That's what I love about that video. Animarchy hates it, because in it I appear really calm and like, and when I try and say something, Animarchy just butts in and like, and I'm like, and the comment section was like, based OC's amazing. And like, fucking Animarchy got so upset over it. He was like, fuck you guys. So I think that was definitely a blow. I can literally check the comments. But someone commented, yeah, that's an iffy thing talking about the Arab Israeli. It's the fact that it just went from like 0 to 100 in like 2 seconds. The moment Israel and Palestine got mentioned, shit just hit the fan. So I think it's episode 5. It's the it's not the war film. It's the one before the Ander episode. The one before the Ander episode. That's the one. Someone timestamped it. Someone timestamped shit show starts here. But the thing is, that's what makes me one of the like scariest YouTubers out there, is that I'll just let people talk, because sometimes it's better to just let people talk, because then you can just set them up to just knock them down. But also additionally on top of that, the content nuke. If you really want to see me like fucking like go actively trying to disprove every person's theory ever and annihilate them in an argument, content nuke. But no, I do have videos planned. History videos. I want to do history videos, and they're really easy to make. This is what I'm going to make. Go on, Royal Fortune. Okay, what is the sound, Meraro? Turn port side, we'll catch the tailwind. Port side, but that's in uncharted waters. We might end in the wilderness sea. It's our only choice. I don't know for sure which city is. But I have a hunch. Come on, do not please escape there. It's screwed either way. Commander Governor Swing and Solo Royal Fortune changes to an unsafe course. Despite the dangers, the chase continues. Get him. Get him. Send in the U-boats. Die, you fucking bitch. Have that, you fucking cow. Sao Martin Row. Let's figure out what this boat's called, shall we? Okay, so it's called Sao Are you fucking kidding me? Please tell me that's not the boat. Please tell me that's not the boat. Oh, see, don't laugh at the boat. I'm gonna laugh at the boat. Is it a Spanish galleon? Is it actually? Bruh, Spanish galleons were fucking shit. It was like, oh god damn it, OC. Now, Portuguese Navy, okay. Flagship Duke of Medina Sidonia. Oh, I know Duke Medina Sidonia. I know about that. Oh wait, hang on. Wait, what? Oh, we fucking kicked her ass. We kicked her ass. We kicked her ass in the Armada. Everyone's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Of course I was like, yeah, we fucking sunk you. Oh, yeah. We did, oh my god, now I know. Yeah, you suck. You suck ass. And that's the thing, is that she's a huge galleon compared to the Royal Hind. But the fact is, it was actually, so basically, the way that we figured out was that we were able to disable one of the ships. And we were able to find out, like, where the ship was. Like, we could figure out the range that we could to actually do damage to them. And we also figured out what cannons they were using, what the crew was like. The whole Armada situation was fucking ridiculous. So basically, this isn't the wilderness sea. Darker, boom. It's a storm. A storm's coming. We need to find shelter now, Pontypandy, Fireman Sam. But where are we supposed to find shelter on the open bloody ocean? In the blink of an eye. She's gotten separated from her galleon, good. I doubt she'll make it far like this. Oh, you stubborn prat. Give up the chase and go away already. The problem is when I do a Welsh accent, sometimes it changes to an Indian accent. I just can't leave her to her fate. Royal Fortune, kick ass, bitch. What? Are you seriously thinking about saving her? She can't even save herself. Bah, fine. Despite objection, Royal Fortune grips the helm. Come here quickly, grab my hand. Yeah. Wait, what would the Spaniards say? Que? Nacho tacos. Come on. We won. Yeah, but anyway, with the Spanish Armada, it took us... It was a fucking ridiculous thing that never should have... Oh my god. There was like 5 Armadas, but the main one that we're talking about was an awful shit show. We basically came after them, like... We were outnumbered, but we just basically used their numbers against them. And they were like really crap. They were basically like Germany was with France in World War II. Like France had big tanks, big heavy tanks, but they had shit guns. And because they had shit guns, the Germans just outflanked them and just shot them in the ass. And basically that's how it worked. That's what we did with the Spanish Armada. Then we used fire ships because they docked in port. Because they basically had to make their way up for Spain. Engage them at the start of the channel. They got about halfway and they were like ready to, because they had to invade London. They had to go to London. That's what because back in the old days they all had to go to London for some odd fucking reason. It's a shithole, I know. But they had to go to London. And so they docked for the night and they were like, okay, good. And then Francis Drake and Walter Raleigh, being the giga chads they are, fire ships. They just set fire to ships and just sent them at the Spanish. And because the Spanish got like, oh, they had to get, you know, they had to disperse. And because they dispersed, they ended up getting carried up north, Scotland. Scottish were, you know, fucking Scottish. But then they got, like, shit, there was a storm, and because, you know, so our ships were sailed from port whilst they were like, I getting thrown about. I'm not used to the British weather. And they just got annihilated. They just sunk, like, most of their fleet sunk due to the bad weather. But the reason why the Spanish Armada is so important is because it defended Britain. It was a moment that defended Britain, but also the Royal Navy was important. Even though the Navy was actually left, they actually, a lot of the actual veterans from the Spanish Armada actually died because there was a case of typhoid that broke out on the ships. And they were just left to rot, basically. But the interesting thing is that it basically forced the Spanish back to mainland. It forced every other European nation back to mainland. And because we could explore the world, basically, we went to America. Yep, Elizabeth I, and after Elizabeth I, we had James I, James IV of Scotland. And under him, we had Jamestown, which is the first United States settlement. Because that's where we landed, and we landed on Plymouth Rock. The Americans were like, we land on Plymouth Rock. That's where we landed when we founded our country. No, it was the British. We landed on Plymouth Rock. That's where we landed. And what was the name of the ship? I forgot. The name of the ship. The Mayflower. The Mayflower. The Mayflower landed in America. Plymouth Rock. Set up Jamestown. And the rest is history. We made the United States of America. And that was the start of the British Empire. The bigger British Empire. We went from James to Charles I. Charles I died. Because we got rid of him. Because the original OC Gangsta killed him. Then we went and invaded Ireland. The original OC Gangster kicked Ireland's fucking ass. So that's why a lot of, you know, I don't have to worry about the Irish because I know I can just kick their ass. Because the original guy named after me, fucking the original guy named before me with my name, kicked their ass. So, you know, I don't have to worry. And yeah. And then we made the British Empire, the Americans kicked it out, the French Revolution happened as a result of the American Revolution. And then you had a lot of dead Frenchmen, then you had Napoleonic Wars where we kicked Napoleon's ass, then we basically completely fucked France and Germany going into, because we made Prussia, because we fucking did, so we made Germany. You're welcome, Germany, if you're watching any Germans, because we made you. You exist because of us. And we went to India, we got curry, we got spices, we did it, and we went to curry, you know, then we went to Africa, we fucked over Africa, we fucking annihilated Africa, you know. It was great. It was great. It was a great time. It was a great time to be alive. Not gonna lie. It was a great time to be alive. And yeah. Was the Americans? No, I wouldn't say the Americans were the end of the British Empire. Really, it was more of the end of the British Empire. Well, I have actually found a way to bring back the British Empire. I found a way. It's actually really great. Because under international law, it actually can happen. Actually, what the fuck are you doing? So, you guys are familiar with the setting. The sun never sets on the British Empire. Yeah? Well, the interesting thing is that with the by that logic, it means that if there's any land that is British that the sun doesn't set on, and therefore means that, yeah. And the interesting thing is that I discovered in Antarctica in December time, it doesn't, like, there's sun 24 hours. All it does is it just spins around in the sky like, woo. And what's interesting is that in the summer it's the opposite in the North Pole. In the North Pole, 24 hours sun. And I realised if I planted the British flag in Antarctica and in the North Pole, then that means I will have continuous sun on British sovereignty for 24 hours forever. Because it changes with the seasons. Meaning that quite literally the sun would never set on these British territory, meaning that the sun will never set on the British Empire, therefore meaning the British Empire's back. That's the most dumbest idea ever. Shut up! It's a great idea. It's a great idea. I should be fucking get the Nobel Peace Prize for that shit. No, with the famines. It's different goldfish. Please don't be the French. So, you're about this. Okay, I feel like the happiest girl alive, but living with me is not going to be his way. Am I marrying her? Yes! I'm marrying her. Wait, what? No! Oi, what are you doing? I open my eyes and see royal fortune at the cabin door. Just throwing it open with force. What does it look like? We're happy. Why is her hand so small? Okay. I don't like the way they've done this. Stop doing this. The commander is my crewmate. Looking after crew's my job. That look. Okay. Yes, I would go all the way there. I am that psychotic. Anywho. So. Turns out, yeah. Famines, that's it. Famines. Not our fault. If you watch my video on why the British Empire wasn't evil, you'll know that the Indian famine wasn't our fault. It was the Japanese fault. It was a typhoon. It was going to happen regardless. So, that's a lie. It's just a common lie that is invented. But you know what? I'll accept that. Because my boy, India should thank me. India should thank me and my people for their independence. And I don't mean the British people. I mean the people that would light the fire in the heart of the British people that would last forever. That would make England live and march on, and everyone's like, oh my fucking Christ, please no, don't be what I think it is. Because there was one man who supported Mahatma Gandhi, and that was the great Prime Minister, the greatest British hero of all time, Sir Oswald Mosley. Everyone's like, are you fucking kidding me? Yes. So the only reason why India got independence was because of Sir Oswald Mosley and fascism. Which is why fascism is a fantastic thing, and India's going to be like, I don't associate with this guy at all. Please stop mentioning our country along the words with fascism. No, it's true, it's true. Without Oswald Mosley, there'd be no support for Gandhi and no Indian independence. So India, the reason why they exist is because of my man, Sir Oswald Mosley, who's like the best guy ever. It's like, oh my. Please tell me you're not going to use that in a legitimate argument. No, I will. I will use it in a legitimate argument. And they will be so pissed off. They'll be like, no, you can't prove it. I'll be like, well, the sources don't lie. He supported Gandhi. The irony is that Sir Oswald Mosley actually wanted a European Union. So you could argue that the European Union, the entire continent of Europe, only exists because of fascism. And they'll be so pissed off. Yeah, Gandhi was a child torture, but no, Sir Oswald Mosley was fucking Giga Chad. That's a fact. I can't wait to make the video. Sir Oswald Mosley, the greatest Prime Minister that never was. Because it just piss off so many people. They'd be so angry. They'd be so angry. They'd be like, no. No, you can't do that. And I'd be like, well, fuck you, I can. It'd just be so funny. It'd be so funny. I love the fact that this Azur Lane stream just turned to me talking history and politics. It's like, hey, how controversial can I be? Let's try. No. I reckon I could beat Gandhi in a one-on-one fist fight. Guaranteed. Just go ba 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 ba. Anywho, how long am I going to stream for? I don't know. Tomorrow's Saturday. I need to really work on my university stuff, but I can't be arsed. I want to get these videos done. I like videos on Orca. Porkers. Talking about porkers. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago and it's gone right to my head. Wherever I may roam, on land or sea or foam, you can always hear me singing the song. Show me the way to go home, bum bum bum. Show me the way to go home, bum bum. I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour. Wait, like, it was kind of funny. Somebody's running on jump scares. Really? I didn't know Nick Cage was a mute in that film. Willie. So yeah, love hearts. Yay! Again, yay! In a hurry, we leave the cabin and step foot on the quarterdeck to breathe from the ship. What are you gonna do, Mary Celeste? Could you imagine that? I bet that's why they all died on the Mary Celeste. Should we talk about the Mary Celeste? Let's talk about the Mary Celeste, because I actually know the true story behind the Mary Celeste. So, yeah, fuck off. So the reason behind the Mary Celeste was transporting a cargo that they believed was explosive. I mean, it was explosive. And it generated fuses before it explodes. And the thing is, if it came in contact with water, they were kept in barrels. If it came in contact with water, it'd blow up. And what happened was that, okay, so the Mary Celeste was basically a transport ship. It was a clipper. It was a transport ship. It delivered items, probably across the Atlantic and stuff like that. And what happened was that the Mary Celeste appeared out of nowhere, just randomly, and they went on board the Mary Celeste. A ship came across it. It was just a ship, a sailing ship that was just on a direct straight ahead course with sails. The sails were ripped, but the sails were still blowing. Fully rigged and everything. And what happened was that they went on board and they found no crew. Not a single crew. They found the logbooks, I believe, or logs. They found breakfast, toast that was partly bitten, child's bite, and because it turns out the captain was taking his son as well, his whole family, his wife, his son, and himself, and his crew. And there was no crew in sight. And for ages, it was just left adrift. And the fact is, they never popped up. And everyone had theories like, oh, maybe a giant squid killed them. Maybe ghosts took over them. Or maybe zombies or some shit. The point is, they disappeared and died. And it's been a mystery ever since then. And that's why the Mary Celeste is a ghost ship. Because there was the most famous ghost ship in history. Because it's just, it's a weird case. Because there have been ghost ships. But they've always found crew on board. Dead. Like Captain Kidd's boat. His ship. They found the crew all frozen on it. Because they attempted the North Passage. To try and get through. And they failed. But the fact is the ship was released. After they had all frozen to death. And basically they were left the ocean. Yeah. So kind of creepy. And the Mary Celeste. But Mary Celeste is the exception because there was this was a real life story. The Captain Kidd story was also another one. A real life story. Compared to the Flying Dutchman. Flying Dutchman, basically, the story behind the Flying Dutchman is that the captain made a deal with the devil that he would be protected on the voyage. That he would do the voyage. But the issue is, because he made a deal with the devil said, you are going to do this voyage for all eternity. And that's why the Flying Dutchman is a ghost ship, because apparently that ship is continuously on a voyage for all eternity. So Mary Celeste was carrying a cargo that was known to be combustible, explosive, if it came in contact with water. And the most likely theory is that because the Mary Celeste had recent renovations made to her, the sea caused the chemical reaction that caused foam. It caused the planks inside to foam because they weren't dry. And so they came damp and they foamed. And they found the cargo completely intact. And this is a recent theory. And the theory is that because of this, because they saw sea foam in the bottom of the ship, they panicked and thought, oh my god, we're taking on water, the ship's gonna sink. Because they found a lifeboat missing. They did. So they loaded into the lifeboat in rough stormy conditions in the middle Atlantic Ocean. They escaped the ship, and they doomed themselves in the process. But the ship was not gonna sink. It was a false alarm, and the ship continued. And I think that is possibly the best what happened to the Mary Celeste, what happened on board the Mary Celeste with the crew. Basically, long story short, they thought the ship was gonna sink, so they abandoned ship. Because there's no reason on earth why they wouldn't do that. And because you know, usually ships would take a long time to sink. The USS Essex. Not the American carrier, the Essex, the one that inspired the story of Moby Dick, which is also another ship that I'm surprised they haven't added into the game. She was a whaling ship. And, yeah. No one got fired. It was, the ship was towed to Gibraltar. The Mary Celeste was towed to Gibraltar and claimed under salvage rights. The company was like, well, because back then, companies were losing ships left, right, and centre. They literally were like writing off ships like no tomorrow, you know. It was just strange at that time, because usually a lot of ships, they sink. They hit a rock, they sink, and then it's like, well, what happened? They ask survivors, well, what happened? Oh, we sunk. Okay. With Mary Celeste, it was like, well, who the fuck do we ask? So the ship got sold off to another company. Because salvage rights, because under international law, if you attach a towing line to a ship that is left adrift, you own that ship now. And so, because you own that ship, you can do whatever you want. And that's what they did. They sold the ship and then split the pay and then the crew to a different company. And then she was eventually scrapped. But it's just a story of Mary Celeste. Just confused everyone. Oh. So yeah. I love naval history. I love the fact that I'm like one of the best naval historians there is. I know stories of ships, like real ships like that. I can just go off like, and the fact is, my theories are quite good about what happened to them and whatnot. But no, yeah, that's what happened with Mary Celeste. I'm trying to think, is there any other cases? Any other ships you want to know about? No, seriously, there was this really good series, this drama series I watched. It was called Northern Waters. It was about a whaling ship, and it followed. You know, it's got Colin Farrell, Stephen Graham, and it's basically the It's like a 3-4 part TV show. It's actually based on a book that was released recently, 2017. It's a really good story. I liked it. My mother not so much. It's about a whaling ship that goes up north, and basically, the captain has to sink the ship to claim insurance rights because that's what they did back then. The companies would deliberately sink their own ships to claim the insurance rights. But there's this one crew member who's dodgy as fuck, and you know, he's a dick. Basically, he's a fucking cunt. But there's the ship's doctor. The ship's doctor, he's got like a bad history, and turns out that he was actually in India under the British Empire. He basically killed an Indian child, and he actually had an Indian during his time in India. He had an Indian gemstone type thing. and it's the evil guy finds it, but they decide to keep it on him because they know he's, you know, they're like he's fucking, because he's basically like not a man's man. He's like a, ooh, you know, type of person. You know, he's not like a rare sailor. You know, and you know, so obviously they bully him and whatnot. But then what happens is that the cabin boy gets killed. But they also discover that the cabin boy is missing a tooth. And he's been sodomized. If you don't know what that means, he's been fucked up the ass. He's been pegged, pretty much. So they do check some of the crew that they suspect, but no. But then what happens is that one of the guys, the main guy, the evil guy, he, the doctor notices that he's got like a cut on his arm, and he's like, well, what's that? And he basically, he gets it to have a look in front of the captain, and he tells him, and he won't drop his pants, but they decide anyway to have a look at his wound on his arm, and they find a tooth buried in his arm, and they realise, oh my god, this guy killed the cabin boy, that's fucking illegal. And then he instantly like grabs the captain, kills the captain. Well, he smacks the head on the captain, and the captain's like, ah, and then he just fucking, he spends like an entire episode going, ah, before dying. I was like, what the fuck? But then they get the ship stuck in ice on purpose, obviously, because they need to sink the ship, and they were supposed to rendezvous with another ship. But the second mate, first mate, he knows. The first mate knows about the business, because the captain told him, like, we need to sink the ship when we go to the North Circle, the Arctic Circle. I know, because we can rendezvous with the other ship from the company and claim the insurance rights and whatnot. And what happens is that the crew, they obviously, the bad guy basically, he's chained down the bomb, and he basically tells the first mate, like, you know, because he's mates with the first mate, and he basically says like, oh yeah, fucking, I know this ship won't sink the way you're doing it. I'll fucking show you how to do it. If you get me out of these, you know, you basically keep me as your prisoner. Okay, right, that's fine. And obviously they all go. The ship sinks. They split in half because the one team will go rendezvous with the other ship. That's going to pick them up, and the one team will just settle down and wait it out. But then it's discovered that the crew get on the other ship, but the other ship, guess what happens to it? It sinks. Everyone dies. So you've got half a ship's crew in the middle of the Arctic with no ship, no shelter, no protection, no nothing. But then they meet up with the Inuits, and the Eskimos, whatnot, and they get a good deal with them, so they're able to survive. But what happens is that the one guy, the bad guy, kills the fucking Inuits and then legs it, and it's basically goes down to the doctor, the Scandinavian fella, and the bad guy. And then what happens, the Scandinavian fella says, I have a dream about you being eaten by a bear, and we all die but you survive. And he's like, well, that's a fucking stupid dream. So then he leaves to go chase after the bad guy, and he gets attacked by a polar bear, and he shoots the polar bear dead. But then obviously he's freezing to death, so he cuts open the polar bear and he goes inside it, and that's the dream. That's the dream. Because he gets eaten by a polar bear. He gets eaten by a bear. He goes inside the polar bear. And then, yeah. So it's great. It's great. It's a great show. It's a great show. It's a great show. It's a great show. So yeah. Anywho, ghost ships. Okay. Talk about ghost stories. Ghost ship stories. You've got Mary Celeste. You've got the Bermuda Triangle fiasco. That's a different kettle of fish, all entirety. That is just, I don't know the Bermuda Triangle. The reason as to why, because you had the various. I think with the Bermuda Triangle, they were just all sunk in the storms. There's nothing really to them. There was no supernatural aspect to them. Amelia Earhart is a different kettle of fish entirely. My man, Dr. Robert Ballard, he tried to locate Amelia Earhart. Everyone's tried to find Amelia Earhart. So there's a theory that Amelia Earhart went to an island and she lived there and she got eaten alive by crabs or some shit like that. That's not true, because they've actually gone to that island and they've surveyed the skeleton, and it's not a match. It's not a match to Amelia Earhart, and it's not a match to a navigator as well. Do I think they crash landed in the ocean? No. I don't think they crash landed in the ocean. I think they did put on an island, but I don't think the island has been, because there's a lot of uncharted islands, because the issue is, right, and it's kind of our fault. So you guys know Captain Cook, right? Captain Cook, Endeavour. He circumnavigated the globe. He marked out the depths, all this stuff with the oceans of the world, right? He basically put down the maps that we use today. Every single navy in the world uses to navigate is because of him, Captain Cook. The issue is, he used time and tide to mark depths and whatnot and territories. And the issue is he used his watch. And his watch was off by about 3 seconds to the actual real time. Meaning that his calculations were incorrect. And that's why we have survey vessels, people. Because we're having to redo the entire world. We're having to resurvey the entire world because we realised in like the 1990s, oh, the island's there and it shouldn't be because it's on the map. It shouldn't be there. And we realised, oh, Captain Cook was actually wrong. So we're having to redo the entire world map because of it. In ocean terms. So, so there's actually quite a few islands that haven't been discovered. Because Captain Cook marked them incorrectly. So, oh Jesus Christ. So, no, the Graf Spade didn't disappear. Been cases of tons of shit disappearing. Just gone poof, face of the earth. I do recommend Honor and Glory, Titanic and Glory. They make quite a good amount of videos. They made one on, I forgot the ship. The one ship that rammed into another ship and sank. And they were all like, it was chaotic. It was absolute chaotic. Not the Atlantic, not that one. It was the one that was a paddle steamer. And it was absolute chaotic. Because they basically rammed into another ship. The bow broke off. And it all went to shit. Because they discovered soon that they were taken on water. So they were just trying to get to mainland as quick as they could to actual land. They were just trying to run to Greenland. And they were trying desperately to stop this hole below the waterline from... But they couldn't. So then they had to obviously evacuate the ship. But the issue is that the crew members they fucking tried to take the fucking lifeboats with like meat cleavers and stuff. Even though it was, the order was women and children first, so basically said, fuck that, I'm not going down with the ship. And they started clambering and whatnot. And then they even tried to rape the women on board, whilst the ship is sinking. And it was an absolute chaos. And the captain, he survived, the son didn't. Because they all got separated, they did. But the crew that took the lifeboats, they got to land. And they were obviously telling the story of, oh, well, you know. Unfortunately, the captain died and there was nothing we could have done. But then news got round of, well, actually, the captain got picked up by another ship after staying on the ship's wheel. One of the paddle wheels from the ship had actually detached itself. Because it was wooden, it floated. And so him and a few other men clinged onto it. And eventually they were able to signal a passing by ship and get rescued. It was, uh-oh. Because originally the story was, oh, the captain was a dick, and then it was, well, actually, the fucking passengers are saying the captain was actually a great guy and that you guys were the dicks, and it was, But the company never did anything. They never pressed any charges or anything. Which is crazy. I think the most... But then, guess what? The ship that collided into them, they were mortified. Because when they turned up back in port, the ship that had rammed into them, that they broke the bow off, that they thought had sunk, was there in port getting repaired. And they thought it was a ghost ship. They were like, what the hell is that doing here? And it turns out what happened was that they had basically kept buoyancy on this other ship, and they were able to just make it back to port. And a lot of people fear as well, oh, couldn't they have loaded like the ship's people onto the other ship and they would have all gone back? No. Because they only just made it back. And the issue is that this other ship had about it was double the size of this other ship, and it had way more passengers. So if they tried to load passengers on, they would have, you know. So, because back then, lifeboats didn't have enough to carry the entire crew, to carry the entire passenger list. Not until a certain Irish boat sank a few years later. Well, a few decades later. Jib. I know what a jib is. Pull on it. Do you? Yeah. Can I go SX? No! Calm. Can I think of any other ships? Don't know. Any other ships? Don't know. The Invincible Crown. Well, clearly you fucking weren't wearing, you stupid. Fire! No. Trying to think which ship. Queen's End's Revenge, they should add in. They should add in rubber ship, I think. Queen's End's Revenge, HMS Victory, but she'll be a UR most likely. Some pirate boat. Could do Steve Bommett's boat. Could do. The Vasa, that's one. Vasa, that's one they could do. Endeavour, maybe. Bounty, maybe. Bounty was a warship. Azur in you don't take me. I am the but. Hello, Alvin. Good night. It's not morning here, Alvin. It's night here. Ha. Yes, I guess. Did I ping everyone in the server? Did the Flying Dutchman really exist? No. No. Long story short, no. Yes, my boy is drunk. No, the Flying Dutchman never existed. It's a good name of a ship. It's a badass name of a ship. But no, it never existed. It was just an old ship's tale. Which is interesting because I've got these superstitions and whatnot. So I don't eat anything from the sea. A lot of people don't know that. I don't eat fish. I don't eat fish. I don't eat like fucking squid or prawns or like even prawns. I won't eat prawns. And a lot of people are like, why don't you eat from the sea? And I say because I have respect for the sea. The fish, they live in the sea. If I respect the sea's gonna respect me. The sea isn't gonna drown me. If I eat the fish are gonna be like, hey, you've eaten us, boy. We're gonna eat you, boy. So that's why I don't eat anything from the sea, because I know for a fact the fucking fish will come after me. Okay, because that's, Mother Nature's a whole different kettle of fish. So that's why I don't eat anything from the sea. I mean, I'll have seaweed, but it turns out seaweed actually isn't seaweed, it's just cabbage with salt on it. I couldn't believe that. I was like, what the fuck? So, I build the ships from the building area. No, the Black Pearl isn't real. Black Pearl is like one of the best fictional boats ever. That's I think there is one better. Exactly, I don't want to meet Davy Jones. Plus I have respect for the ocean, simple as that. I'm the kind of guy, if there's a great white shark in the ocean, I wouldn't be swimming away from it scared. I want to do cage diving. And people are like, what do you mean cage diving? I want to go in an anti-shark cage. And they were like, anti-shark cage? You go in the cage. Cage goes in the water. You go in the water. Shark's in the water. Our shark. Farewell and adieu to the Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so nevermore shall we see you again. So yeah. No, I want to go. I want to fucking. I'm the kind of guy I'd fucking fist fight a great white shark. I reckon I could take one on a one-on-one fight. I reckon fucking with alcohol any time I could fucking. I'd fucking take one. I would. Hang on. Have I? This is the first time I'm doing this. Yeah, it is. Okay. I reckon I can take one. So yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Fuck. There we go. There's no one in there. Or not? No. Bruh. There fucking is something in there. Fucking. Get! Get! Shark him. Rid him. Yeah, I got this. Let him. I don't want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago. Popcorn. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're back. Now we're back. Alright. One viewer. Woo! I did it, boys. I did it. One viewer. I'm happy. I'm proud of myself. Right. Top G. Where did everyone go? Everyone's actually left. Did they actually? Yeah, everyone's fucking left. Wow. I'm actually very not surprised by that. I'm not joking. Why did everyone leave? I don't know. Oh well. Anywho. Oh, shit. Yeah, I know, but everyone's just literally left. Like, within 2 seconds. Like, Lone Wolf, Alvin, John. They just left. Like, boop! Like, straight up just left. I was like, why? I just went away for like 2 seconds to just change what I was wearing. I love this costume. I love this costume. It's possibly one of my favorite costumes to wear. I just love it. No, I didn't cuss one of them out. Jammy Jams is back. Oh, never mind. Okay, for some reason the stream's been poo-poo on my end. Stream's been poo. It's saying that only one person is viewing this on my end. There we go. You all know me. And my living is fish. Swallow your whole. No shaking. No tenderizing. Down you go. Right. Do you reckon Quint was like fucking pissed throughout the film? I know that Robert Shaw was actually drunk when he did the infamous USS Indianapolis speech. And he actually had to do 2 takes of it. So they did 1 take where he was drunk and 1 take where he wasn't drunk and he didn't feel it. And so they actually spliced it. After what movie? What movie? What movie do I stream? Flynn? Yeah. A rainbow sharks. Got black eyes like a doll. Like baby living. Sounding when the lights roll over. Sometimes sharks go away. Sometimes the shark won't go away. What's interesting as well is we look at, I'm going to look at the USS Indianapolis because I want to show you something really interesting. This is actually something really interesting about the USS Indianapolis, right? USS Indianapolis, right? Oh yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy film. Yeah, it was a good film. It was quite a good film. I want to show you something. So, let me find amount of sinking. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Where's the bit about how many died? I want to see that play. The shark is broken. I really want to see that play. I'd love to take my dad to go and see it. No, we need to protect this man with everything we got. I want to see. Hold down. Right, 316, right? Quint. Speech. The reason as to why is because. So I'm gonna see. Fuck off. That's wrong. 375. I don't give a fuck. Alright, I got told by a source that 317 survived, and that Quint took his name off that of one list of one of the people because he himself died. I've also purchased a book that is written by a fan. I'm actually in one of their Discord servers. This one is it? This one. But I'm a big Jaws fan, if you didn't know. And the Book of Quint. It's written by a Jaws fan who has a YouTube channel, and I think it's Jaws Obsession. It's quite a decent channel. Someone's actually remaking the boat from Jaws. Let me show you. I just fucking love Jaws for some odd fucking reason, even though shit. No, Jaws Obsession. And like this guy, he doesn't make subscribers as me, but he does have, he like just does like videos on Jaws. And what's great about it is that he actually there's this other guy, he's written a book called the Book of Quint, which is a prequel to Jaws, and it's basically it's a character on the book on the character of Quint. There's also another book on Quint that's being made, and that's called Quint. So you know, so it's like he's pitted his book against their book. It's quite interesting. I'm gonna read both of them and review them for a video on YouTube because I've gotten their blessing to do so. And yeah, and the Jaws thingamabob. But there's also another great thing, right, that's going on, which I fucking love. which is, right, one thing that I love, right, is that some mad fucking bastard is actually remaking the Orca. As in, they're bringing back the boat from Jaws is actually coming back. The original boat from Jaws, the Orca, you can see here, was it's a really tragic case of basically she was mistreated and she actually was just destroyed one day. She was kept in the Universal parking lot, in the Universal lot, because they got the Universal Studios place, don't they? And she was kept there. Let me just see, Universal, and she was kept there. And she was just kept in this really bad, like, in fact, she was fine at first, but because she's a wooden boat, wood rots, doesn't it? And she got to the point where she was like just a mess. And one day during the 90s, they drained it and they had her on a cradle. They had her sat in a cradle, and the issue is because she sagged, the bow sagged because of the direct result. Boats, some wooden boats, they do not like to be taken out of salt water. She was in a freshwater park. That's what killed her. If she was saltwater, different, because wood expands when it's with water, salt water. It expands. Because of it, it shrunk and it became weak and brittle. And what happened was that when they drained it, bow cracked off, and they decided, we're not going to fix it. We're going to get chainsaws, cut it up, throw it in the bin. And because Steven Spielberg, he was away filming Jurassic Park, and he had a fucking fit when he found out, because he just could not believe it. I don't know who the fuck you are. And so, yeah. But someone has actually, right, this guy, the reason why this guy tracked down, because the Orca originally looked like, she looked like this. She was a Northern Scotian, a Nova Scotian Canadian lobster boat. But what they found out was that several of them were made. This guy found the sister to this boat. And he is currently converting that sister into the Orca from Jaws. And this guy, he is fucking nuts, because he has tracked down the original harpoon gun that was used in the film. He tracked down the original barrels that were used in the film. He tracked down the original flybridge gauge. He tracked down all these stuff are from the original, like they're either of the make of the time or the original. So like this, for example, right? This is a 1951 M51 United States Vietnam War jacket. I've got the date of production. I've got the everything inside. It is a legitimate jacket. This is the jacket. This is the same make of jacket that Quint had in Jaws. This is a vintage Levi's orange tab 1970s chambray work shirt. This is the original make of shirt that Robert Shaw had in the film Jaws. So, you know, this guy literally tracked down he's trying to make this boat himself, and he's trying to make it like as accurate to the real thing. Like, it's gonna be a full scale reproduction. It's not a replica. This is a reproduction. That's how insane it is. Well, that's the thing. That's why the guy did the Book of Quint, because the guy wrote the Book of Quint, the prequel story, because the Jaws, I fucking love and hate Jaws. Jaws, the first film, is a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece. It's an amazing film. I love it. There is no fault I can find with that film. Jaws 2 is a good sequel, but the issue is compared to Jaws, it just isn't there. But it's a very good sequel. It's very good with what they've worked with. And then after that, I don't classify. Jaws 3 and 4 never happened. Those films, Jaws 4 certainly did not happen. That film is not Jaws. That's just a fan film they made. And that's what really annoyed me, was that they basically just kept pumping out Jaws films. And in fact, it's actually funny, because Jaws 4 was only made because of the film Back to the Future Part 2. Because they basically had, and they basically made that film as a direct reference. Oh, Back to the Future. Oh. That's why they made that film, and it is a fucking awful film. I hate it. They killed off Martin Brody. I hate it. They killed him off screen as well. Because Martin Brody didn't want to come back to Jaws because they were going to kill him off, and he was like, no, I don't want you guys to kill off my character. I'm not coming back. Okay, well, we're just going to kill you off screen. So it's really annoyed me. Yeah, the Meg. But that's the thing. When they were making the Meg, here's why I respect the Meg. Because they said, when they were making the Meg, they said, we're going to make the second best shark film of all time. And that's really nice, that is. Because what they're saying is that they're saying Jaws is the best shark film of all time, which it is. But, you know, I love Panzer Campfire. My new video is about... The new video is about it's called The Demise of the Orca. It's basically a maritime horror, like, you know, like how they do their videos. That's how it's done. Yeah, seriously, like, I really recommend you check these guys out and say that Lucy Gangsta sent you, and they'll be like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is he? Found out Lego is actually doing a Lego set of Jaws. I was like, yes. Because they actually are doing a Lego Jaws. They've actually greenlit a Lego Jaws set, which is fucking amazing. Ah, it's beautiful. I love it. I love it. It's set. They think it's going to come out in summer. It needs to come out summer this next year. It needs to come out. It's got to come out. That's the only time it can be released. I can't wait for that set to be revealed. I'm gonna buy like 5 copies of it because I just love it so much. No, I genuinely love it so much. Ah, I love it. I love it. And the fact is, they turned it down. Lego turned it down originally. It got over 10,000 supporters because Lego Ideas is basically, if you get enough supporters, Lego may turn it into a Lego set. And they said no. They did it a second time, and they got supporters again. And then Lego accepted it the second time. Because Lego owns the rights to Jaws. So they own the right, because they actually did a poll for Brickheads, what people wanted. And people said Jaws, we want Jaws Brickheads. They didn't give us Jaws Brickheads. But there was like 70% voted for Jaws. And what happened was that, you know, it's in quite tournament, and then Jaws. But anyway, so this guy who's done the Book of Quint, he's doing the Book of Quint because he wants a prequel to be produced by... He wants a prequel Jaws film to be made. And he wants Ian Shaw to play the role of Quint. Because Ian Shaw, if you don't know, is the son of Robert Shaw, who played Quint in the original Jaws. And that's what he wants. So he wants, because the Jaws fandom is a really good fandom. But the thing is also, is that the Jaws films fucked us over, the later ones. And because of it, you know, we're not happy about it, but we really want, because Jaws is like the butt of the joke, even though it's like the original film is a masterpiece. It's the butt of a joke. And I love the fact how I've got, like, I'm just looking up at my, like, diving mask, which is literally the same diving mask that would be used in Jaws. Like, when I got advice, like, oh, the best diving kit you can get is a mask, I'm thinking, what should I get as a diving mask? And I was like, and then I just remembered Jaws, and I was like, he dove in Jaws. And I was like, and I showed my dad the picture, and I was thinking, so I'm thinking of getting this diving mask, and he said, that's Hooper's mask. He just literally said, that's Hooper's mask. That's Hooper's mask, what the, you know. So I was able to get one. This is, you know, it's a vintage one. I'm going to do a review of it and an actual test try of it. But yeah. Yeah, it was good. It was good. You know. But no, if I could commission, like, you know the guy who did the Hornet Chan, I would get him to commission, because I wanted to actually commission art of the Amalty podcast, like this. I actually wanted this for Amalty podcast, because I sent an email to Falcon about it, and let me just see. And this is what really pissed me off with Anamarchy leaving. Right. And it's quite sad, because I'll show you. So hi Falcon, my friend Anamark, said you were the one who did the artwork from the podcast. Anamark is also in our podcast, the Arbozzi podcast. And I was wondering if you're open to artwork commissions. Hope to hear from you soon. Congrats, Lucy. I do indeed. What are you looking for? I'm looking for an artwork of the team from Jaws, but with me, Anamark, and another person called Dojin God 78. Similar to the ones you did for Nathan podcast. What price would be something like that cost? Gotcha. So you're looking for a full colour, themed image with 3 characters, correct? I could do something like that for $150 because I'm fucking the Falcon. $150 is mad to make edits here, yeah? Yeah. Of course. I'm not gonna just whip out and say, thank you for business, fuck you, Lamal. My turnaround is 3 to 4 weeks right now. Just as it will. Just want to be transparent. Oh, okay. If you're interested in going ahead, my PayPal is this. I'll get it in queue. Okay, thanks. I'll send the details when I return from Greece. So when I returned from Greece, when I was coming back from Greece to here, when we were going to start the podcast again. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Just using my address. Do you have a specific commission? I'll knock off $20 for you. $20? Uh-huh. And then, well, I've not heard back from Anamark about the podcast, so I'll probably have to make a video about why Margaret Thatcher was the best Prime Minister again to respond. I'm not joking. That is what I said. And then, so this was sent on the 27th. And then Sunday the 1st of October. Hey Falcon. Just to let you know, Anamark is no longer wanting to be on the podcast, so I'll cancel that commission. I didn't want to, but I can't force people to do anything they don't want to. Kind regards, OC. Oh good man. Thanks for letting me know. So thank you, Anamaki, for fucking that up again. So yeah, it is a shame. But okay. Why did I do my Orca? Okay. I just love the Orca. I fucking love the Orca boat. If I had my own boat, I'd have the Orca. But no, this is what I'd love to commission as like a ship girl. You know, like the Hornet Cham. Like that! I'd love that boat as a Hornet Cham. Well, not as Hornet Cham, but you know, you get it. Like, turned into a ship girl. I think it'd be so cool. Obviously, I would have her be like Quint, so like this. But I would also have her possibly, possibly her legs, she'd possibly wear a skirt, but it'd have like a red stripe on it, a red-white stripe, you know, to represent that. She'd have bowels from her, like probably dangling from her fingers. And, you know, and she'd possibly also have an M1 Garant gun in her hand. It'd just be cool on machete. You know, that'd be cool for a ship girl. You know. So yeah. Yeah. The fact is, and it's interesting because Steven Spielberg, he used to actually go to the Orca. When he has issues writing films and whatnot, he'd actually go to the Orca and he'd sit inside the Orca, inside the wheelhouse, because Thingy was like his first, it wasn't his first film, but it was like his first major film. He did another film, it was called The Duel, Steven Spielberg, which was about a car and a truck. But then he did Jaws after that, and Jaws was like the first blockbuster, because it was, you know, everyone hated working on the film. They thought the film was going to be a flop, and it wasn't. It was possibly, I think the film was saved in the cutting room. The cutting room possibly saved the film. And then the original book is awful compared to the film. It's actually quite awful. The ending is suckier. It sucks, the ending. But yeah. So, but they wanted to do a sequel. And Steven Spielberg wanted to do a sequel. And the sequel was going to be a prequel about the sinking of the USS Indianapolis. Steven Spielberg was going to do a film about the sinking of the USS Indianapolis. The Quint story. That would have been amazing. But the issue is that he was working on the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And basically the studio said to him, we want a sequel like now. We want, you know, and basically Steven Spielberg said, I can't do it. I said, okay. And basically they just did a sequel with Roy Schneider. Which was just sort of similar to the first one. They wanted to get Thingy back, Richard Dreyfuss back, but he said no. But the reason that's why is because he was doing a different film, and he actually won an Oscar for that different film. So it's actually, it wasn't a bad thing of him actually missing Jaws, even though a lot of Jaws fans are like, oh, he should have come back. It wasn't actually a bad thing of him actually missing that Jaws film because he won an Oscar. And what's interesting is that he would later be in another film called Poseidon Adventure 2006, I believe, or 2007. He was one of the characters in that. I actually suggested to Carriacone, because I will be attending CarryCon, or trying to, depending if I can get a visa or not. And I had an idea. I recommended a guest for them to get is Richard Dreyfuss, but the problem is that I'll probably stalk him. I'll just be there following him in my Quint outfit, like hello. He'll be like, oh for fuck's sake, not one of those guys. Oh my god, Hooper, stop calling me Hooper, you bastard. So yeah. Oh yeah, USS Indianapolis, a great film with Nicolas Cage. Yeah. So we could have had a far better Indianapolis film, but we didn't. Anarchy is I don't want John with Anarchy. But the issue is he doesn't help himself at all. He is egotistical and he's going to be very upset if he hears me say that. It's true though. Half the time with the podcast, we waited for him to turn up to the episodes to record. Me and Dojin were like sat in VC for like an hour waiting for him to turn up. Like most of the time. You know, so yeah. But we knew. Dojin knew. I was just in denial. The podcast days was limited. The moment the NAFO podcast happened, the moment he got in contact with Laserpig, our podcast days was numbered. It was already dead, but we didn't know it. But Dojin knew it, but I didn't. Because we actually tried to get guests on. Like we wanted Laserpig on as a guest. I contacted Laserpig, he didn't respond to me. And I asked Anarchy to get Laserpig to come onto our podcast. Because I was busting ass getting guests onto the podcast, right? Every single guest that has come onto the podcast came on because of me. I was the front man. I contacted them, I convinced them to come on. They came on because of me. I got a female onto the podcast as a guest. By myself, right? So I was putting in the fucking effort to get these guests on. And I asked Anarchy to get one guest, Laserpig. And I'm not too sure if Laserpig wants, you know, he's an introverted person and, you know, I'm not going to ask him. Yeah. So, you can see, you know, fun. So, that was basically, you know. And the fact is, Anarchy also told me, after I spoke to Anarchy, about the potentiality of him leaving, because I was like, oh, I'm too scared if you get big enough and you leave, and he said like, oh, well, I'm just telling you now, I won't leave no matter how big I am. What does he do? He fucking leaves. He fucking leaves. Fucking, you know. Of course. There is one about Jaws. There is a podcast about Jaws. The Jaws Obsession. That one's about Jaws. This is like, he does, see? Does the Jaws Obsession podcast. There's the Daily Jaws and the Jaws Obsession. So we'll do everything about everything. So we'll do one about Ben Gardner, one about Pipit, Quint, Inspiration. Even one about, like, a minor character who can turn up for, like, a tiny bit. So we did one on Quint, like, why Quint died. Like, how he died. Where the fuck is it? It's glitching now. It's old as fuck. That's it. Quint's death explained. But what's great is that he had an expert come in, and actually, because Hooper talks about the body of Chrissy, because Chrissy's a woman at the start who goes in and swims and dies, and they find the body. And the thing is that the interest is that they actually broke down what the body would look like and whatnot. He brought on an actual forensic specialist who's seen dead bodies and stuff, who was a Jaws fan. And then he brought on to a later episode to explain how Quint died, because in the film Jaws, when he dies, is that an oxygen tank rolls onto his finger and he goes, ah! And then he starts scrolling down the deck. But the reason as to why is because oxygen tanks aren't that heavy when they roll onto fingers. Not that heavy. A 1 litre oxygen tank isn't that heavy. So the people were like, well, how the fuck did he die? Turns out that he mentions in the previous scene that he can't extend this arm because he had an arm wrestling match. And because he can't extend the arm, his arm is like there. The oxygen tank rolls onto his hand, and because he's being dragged down the boat at an angle, and the oxygen tank is keeping him there, it's pulling on his arm, and that's why he goes, ah, in response. even though it's not a lot of pressure, it's keeping him there. Because he doesn't see the oxygen tank, and because, you know, he keeps it there, and then goes back, causes him to pull his arm away, causes him to fall down, into the shark, dead. So, you know. Yeah, it would have been cool. That's the thing about the prequel to Jaws. It would have been cool if it came out, but it never did. It would have been an amazing film. If they had, like, waited, they could have, you know, but instead they just ruined the Jaws series. And it's a shame, because Jaws is an amazing film. It's amazing. Like, they can't remake Jaws. They can't. They just physically can't. But it was just... Ah, it's such a shame. It was such a shame that we missed out on so much. I mean, Jaws 2 is a good film. Jaws 2, not denying, Jaws 2 is a good film. It is a good film. You know, it is a great film, I think. Yeah, Jaws over Meg any day. It is a fantastic film, Jaws 2. Because, you know, it's not like a really bad sequel where it's just like randomly made. It's a relatively good sequel. And the fact is, it's actually, they don't explain it in the film, but it's actually explained online. Because a lot of people wonder, oh, why did no one believe Brody? Because they believed it was an insurance scam. Because they had no physical evidence that this shark was being killed. They had literally come back home, Quint and Hooper came back to shore, and everyone would have been like, where the fuck is Quint? Oh, he died and the shark blew up. And they would have been like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you think we're dumb? You think we're that stupid? So that's why, you know, they didn't believe Brody. And that's why they thought he was like completely nuts in the second film. Yeah. First one was better, but the second. Did it not? Yeah. I disagree with the Top Gun series. I disagree. I prefer Top Gun 2 over Top Gun 1. I found Top Gun 1 incredibly boring, and it was just bad. But I preferred Top Gun 2. I just did. I'm really hungry. Are you guys hungry? I'm hungry. I should have really had McDonald's. But, I mean, technically I could still have McDonald's. I'm not really too sure. I need to work on my Jaws video. It's gonna be a good video. I mean, it's maybe not gonna be a good video. It's a video I want to do for Halloween. That's all that matters. That's all that matters at the end of the day. I want to do it for Halloween. Finance Videos was quite a good film. Not gonna lie. It actually was. It actually was. One film I want to see is the original The Deep. Is it The Deep? That's another Robert Shaw film. And that's... The Deep, is it called The Deep? Let me just double check. Is it called The Deep? It's called The Deep, isn't it? Wow, my hand is like really red now. Is it called The Deep? Is it called The Deep? I love how before my computer wasn't working. No, it's no, that fucking... The Deep. Robert Shaw. Yeah, that's the film I want to watch. 1977. I think that was pretty much before he died. The Deep. They ever did a remake of it? Did they do a remake? Pretty sure they did a remake. Did they do a remake? No. Movie. Fuck off. No. Did they not? No, they did. 2012. Oh, I don't think that's the Deep that we know about. Oh well. Anyway. Oh, we won. Part of me wants to actually eat a shark to wonder what it tastes like. Part of me wants to actually be like... Part of me thinks like, I wonder what a great white shark would taste like. Would it taste like a fucking cod or like, you know... That's what I love about great whites. Because the fact is, if you're wondering why we don't have any in aquariums, we can't hold them. Great white shark... We have attempted to. Japan's done it. But it died after 3 days. I'm not joking. Japan actually had a great white. They put it in an aquarium and it died after 3 days. They did it during like the 70s as well. Or 80s or 90s. But they kept dying. After like so many days. They had baby great whites. And they can live for a while. There's 2 reasons why great white shark can't live in an aquarium. because of the food. Because great whites, when they're adults, do not eat little fish. Baby great whites do. But big great whites eat seals and big fish. And they had no big fish to feed in the aquarium of seals. And also, they don't like being in captivity. So they die. And that's amazing. Because the great white is literally a creature that either lives free or dies. It is literally either free or it dies. That's an amazing fucking animal. That's why I'm fascinated with great whites. You know. Is that a reference to Jaws, Cheddar? I bet it is. What bunker? Oh. Maybe we should have movie nights on my Discord server. I feel like we should. I feel like we should have movie nights. I think it'd be good. Yeah. That's the very thing, isn't it? Top Gun movie. They would have had a lot more planes and they would have launched cruise missiles and whatnot out of bunker. But they had to do it to obviously raise the stakes, didn't they? But I'm pretty sure they've already greenlit another sequel to Top Gun 2 because it did so well. I once saw a shark eat a rocking chair once. What's interesting is how different the book is from the film, the character of Quint. Because he's basically this grumpy old fucker, but he doesn't have any lines like he does in the film. He's just like, and he uses a dead porpoise to try and lure the shark and a lamb, and it goes fucking awfully wrong every single time. And it's just awful, the book. There's like so many characters that they just cut from the film. What's interesting is that actually, if you see the original film, of Jaws, you actually see the author, because it was a book before it was a film, you actually see the author in the film. And that's actually the guy who, if it loads, that's the guy who actually was the author of the original book. He, basically the producer of Jaws, who was Steven Spielberg's friend, was a friend of Peter Benchley, who was the author of the Jaws book. And basically, he knew that they wanted to make a film of his book. The moment it got published, they wanted to make a film of his book. And so he sold the rights to that. But he knew for a fact that he'd get sequels, and he didn't like the film. He actually incredibly regretted the book. He regretted making the book because the shark is portrayed as a bad guy, a killing machine that just kills hundreds of humans. But in reality, shark attack, you're more likely to die in a car crash than you are from a shark attack or a coconut falling on your head. The amount of shark deaths is very, very, very low. And basically, as a result of Jaws, everyone thought, holy shit, we need to kill sharks. And they've just been killing sharks ever since then. And they've realised that. So, and that's why he hated it. Because he realised he was basically killing, as a direct result of his book and film, he killed sharks. What a world, what a world, what a world. What the fuck is that? What are you? What is that? I don't know what the hell that is. I'm gonna kill it. How do you do you? They didn't play that different, but I was very upset with that. I think you guys got a new skin for Prince of Wales, haven't they? Can my ship go? Let's do it. Boss is just waiting there, menacing. Let me actually see if. I don't know. What's going on in the Discord server? I don't know, that's different Discord. Ready. And this hat is also the closest I can get to the original hat. So that's fun. I need a cup of tea, I need to get working on it. Well, actually, no, there's no point in me working on a video. Truth tells. Sunny hat. Yeah, fuck me. Playing Wales still. Ah, it's a Quint hat. So it turns out the hat that he had, you can get. There is one hat that claims to be Quint's hat, right? Let me show you. Quint. Jaws. Hat. And it's. There's one hat that claims to be like the one, and it's not. It's this one. Right, this one claims to be Quint's hat, but this is actually incorrect because, and I'll show you why. It's like fucking a lot of money, but the fact is, if you notice, it's got a back, but it's got like this, there, an adjustable strap at the back. But Quint's hat in the film actually wasn't adjustable. If you see it from behind, I can't see. But the fact is, the hat was fitted, so it was a specific made thingy, so that's why this hat doesn't have that at the back, so that's why. It turns out someone actually found the hat, this one. It's like fucking £149, limited edition. Oh, but the fact is it's got an adjustable strap at the back, so it's not actually right. I forgot which one's of it. There's a certain one. It's made by Sewing Bridge, I don't know. Something bridging, so you know. Yeah. But my hat is, because it's made to the exact way that it is the original hat, because they used to sell them in general stores in America. And what they did was that they found an original copy, but it was actually different because it was a lot. So they changed it for the film, they did, from what it originally was. But they found an original copy, and they replicated it, and then they changed. This person on the internet, they've changed the colour of it. They changed the style of it and whatnot, so it's actually very much like Quint's hat from the actual film, as opposed to the original thing, because otherwise you'd have to dye it, because it's well worn, isn't it? It's a well worn hat, and that's what they did, was that the costume did it so that it was a well worn hat. It looked like it. Very tired. I think I will have to call it quits. About half an hour. No, not even that. 20 minutes. I've had a fucking hell. This boxing thing has been absolutely draining on me, because I've been training boxing 4 days a week. 4 days a week I've been training boxing, and even then, and that's in like a gym with boxing people. And at home I train boxing as well. I'm really going 100% effort with this. Like, I'm trying to fucking win. I want to win. I want to kill my opponent. I want to picture it's my ex-girlfriend and just BAH! You know. So that's why I generally want to win this. I can't. I don't. The issue is people have already had experience, even though they're not supposed to have experience boxing, but they already have. So, you know. I think I got my method of how I'm gonna beat him. Feints. Because I did fencing, sword fighting. And I learned that with sword fighting, most of my hits and points came from feinting. So what I do with the sword is that I'd go attack on the left, so that they'd go bring their sword out to protect themselves. And then I'd actually twist my wrist, so actually, whilst extending my arm, so that it'd actually go and attack on the right. So basically it'd go like that. And it'd get them on the wrist, the arm. And basically I'm going to do a tactic similar to that, because I'm going to jab on my right, but I'm going to feint, make them think I'm jabbing on the right, and then respond with a cross on my left. Because if I can do that, make them believe I'm going to hit somewhere else, I'm actually hitting some, you know, then that'll work. The only issue is, my left arm isn't that strong. My right arm is stronger than my left, but I'm left-handed, so more likely I'm going to get the hit on my left than I am with the right. So, you know, it's a very thingy sport. It's not like football or fucking, you know, it's a very, you know, people can get hurt. And the fact is as well, there's no team. When you get in that ring, the only person who's going to save you or help you or fucking win this for you is yourself. There is no one else in that ring. When you are stepping into that ring to box, there is no one in there, you know, no one's gonna save you. You have to save yourself. That's, you know, so, yeah, that's gonna be fun. I don't know these ship girls. I'm getting fed up with Azur. I really am. I really am. This is a good event, don't get me wrong. I don't know, I've fallen out of love with it because it's just a shadow of its former self in my views. And I think a lot of the Azur YouTubers are getting that now, because we look at Hawk20, he hasn't posted for a while. Azur Meta, okay, he posted recently, but not really much. You know, all these like Azur YouTubers have just stopped growing and just like stopped doing this stuff, because I think they've all become fed up of it. They're all like, well, I don't really, you know, because it's the same old, oh, another event, oh, okay, another ship girls to get, oh, another boss to beat, oh, more lore, okay. And because of it, it's just getting fed up. I don't know what Adventure Galley is. You know. So, I'm kind of, you know. But even then, I'm kind of, you know, I've had enough of War Thunder as well. I'm like, but War Thunder, it's like, I've got pretty much all the vehicles I want, so what the fuck do I do now? So, let's see if I can build these ships. Have I got any more? Gold, gold. Always believe in the soul. You got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe in. Ah! Do I have quick finishes? Give me quick finishes. There they are. Thank you. Let's get these boats built and then go to sleep. Cause I'll probably have a cup of tea and then I'll go back to sleep. I'm fucking looking at that. Alright. I've already got all the boats I want. Oh. Let's have a look. See. 2 ships coming up. Nevada. Renown. Delete, delete, delete. No fuck. Shropshire. Nice. Do I build another bunch? I got 9 quick finishes. Fuck it. Do another 10. Let's go. Shropshire now. Bruh. Shropshire. Oh, fuck. You can go, you can go, you can go. Hello, generic Lancelot. I'm gonna leave the stream in a sec. No, don't. Yes, I know. Fucking. Oh my god, launch them all. Right, fine. Fuck you. Repulse, you suck. Golden Hind again. Yay. But I've already got you. I don't need you. Houston, we have a problem. Oklahoma, you suck. Pensacola, you suck. I'm gonna have to put Golden Hind and fucking thingy. Norfolk, you suck. Nevada, you're actually okay, but still. And Julius Caesar. Right, great. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Right, let's go to Golden Hind, shall we? And yeah. How's we doing? Have we put Golden Hind? Yeah, we put Golden Hind in. Who's Golden Hind replacer? Bismarck. Okay. So we're gonna get Golden Hind eaten up, voring the fucking food. Damn, she's got bigger tits than New Jersey. New Jersey, look. Look, New Jersey. She got bigger boobs. Bigger boobs. Oh, sugar honey iced tea. I'm surprised that New Jersey's taken so long to actually, like, level up. What's this? Ah! Okay. XP up. Wow! I don't care. Actually, let's look at the skins. I want to look at the skins. Show me the skins, right? So we got Golden Hind with a big old axe. Who was it that killed? No, I'm pretty sure Francis Drake killed a guy who apparently did. Was it? Yeah, apparently Francis Drake killed a guy who was like doing mutiny. That was it. He was like taken over by a witch. Can't believe that. Can you actually believe that Francis Drake actually killed Sir Francis Drake? Just on the spines. Spick ship. Mary Celeste. Okay, what is Widia? Victorious. Okay. Don't know who Avenger Galley is. Oh, Avenger Galley is I don't know what fucking Avenger Galley is. High 10. Z204. Chapiev. Nelson. Hipper. U410. Where's Prince of Wales, Royal Fortune? Azuma. Where's the Prince of Wales skin? Where is it? It's not there. Alright, it's not there. It's not there. Anyway. What is wider? Oh. What are you? Who are you? You're a pirate boat. Are you? Yes. Is she a real pirate ship? By the look of it, she looks like a real pirate ship. I did go to a pirate museum in the UK, but I forgot what it was. Ah. Oh, it was a type of ship. Oh no, it was a ship. She ran aground and capsized. Okay. What's interesting is that they did a remake of the HMS Bounty. They've remade her. They remade her, right? Get this right. This is fate, right? So they actually made a replica of HMS Bounty, right? 2010, right? She had people serve on the crew who were actually related to members who mutinied against the captain of the original HMS Bounty. And she died. They died! The captain died, and one of the other crew members. 2 crew members died. The captain died, and the woman who was related, another crew member who was a woman who was related to the main guy who committed the mutiny. That's crazy. It does say. I don't know. It says somewhere. But the captain died. But it was weird that, considering that they were actually thingy. But it was actually funny because I didn't know that. Because I didn't know that as well. Don't know that film. But yeah, no, that's a porn film, isn't it? Is it? I don't know. It's got a lot of women in it. But they actually use a ship for a porn film. That's actually funny. But yeah, she's... Alright, now you're fucking confusing me. Now you really... There's another one in Hong Kong? Okay, that's sync. But yeah, she sank. Crazy, isn't it? But there is a one of Golden Hind. If anyone wants to know what the Golden Hind looks like. There she is. This is a replica. But it's pretty much close to the real thing. You know. So back then the ships looked a bit weird and funky. Originally they used to just look like boats with castles on them. That's how weird they looked. So that's Golden Hind. We've got the Mary Rose, we've got the Victory, we've got various different ships. But she's in London permanently. So you can go see her if you want. Adventure Galley. What the fuck is that? Adventure Galley. Oh, she's a real ship. Okay. Okay. Now we're getting something. What pirate did you belong to? I don't know. This is quite a good channel as well. Really? Yeah. Not joking. William Kidd? Oh, it was Captain Kidd's ship. Okay. Okay. Different Captain Kidd. There's 2 different Captain Kidd. There's like 50 different Captain Kidds. For anyone fucking... Oh no, this is actually... Wait, is this actually the actual ship that I was talking about before that got stuck in the ice? No way. No way. No way. Wait. No, this is someone else. This is someone else. This is someone else. This is someone else. This is a different Captain Kidd. Is this the Captain Kidd that I'm thinking of? I think this is the Captain Kidd that I know. That, I don't know. There was one captain who we hired as a privateer to hunt down pirates. And he basically did such a shit job that he basically decided to attack a Spanish gold ship, which we had a deal with the Spanish that basically we wouldn't let that happen. And we fucking just went, no way. We just sent everything after this guy. This poor fella. I feel bad for him. And we just got him, and then we tried him, and then when we went to hang him, right, we hanged him and his mate, right? Because even though it was a very minor case of piracy, it was piracy. And back then, you could, the slightest bit of piracy, just dead. And the fact is with this guy, right? We went to hang him, and he was that drunk, he was a complete mess. And what happened was that he basically, we fucking dropped the gallows, and he was that fat and heavy. The rope snapped, and he's like, bleh, on the floor. And he was looking up, and he could just see his first mate just strangling to death. And you think, oh, we let him off. No. Did we fuck? We got a stronger rope, and then we hung him. So not only did this fella watch what was going to happen to him, but, you know, we didn't let him off, you know. So there was someone who actually did argue, though, that they were hung until dead, but they were actually not dead. And they actually argued, I'm not going to be hung again because I don't need to, and blah, 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 blah. The One Piece! The One Piece is real! So, yeah. Anywho, I forgot what pirate is. Queen's Revenge. This is the one that everyone wants. Which I can understand, but they're probably going to build up. They're probably going to put Queen's Revenge as a UR ship. That's not what they got the Queen's Revenge. No? There's like several different Queen's Revenges. Of course, there's Pirates of the Caribbean one. But the only picture that we've actually got to confirm the Queen's Revenge is this one by Blackbeard, which isn't this one. It's this one. Because that's the Queen's Revenge behind him there. No, not that one. Not that one. Ah! This one. But this one's back to front, I think. But that one there. That's Queen's Revenge there. That's the only picture we had, the Queen's Revenge ever. Until we found the wreck. And then we could figure out, like, and there's specifications and whatnot. Queen's Revenge was actually, it wasn't the ship that Blackbeard died on. The Queen's Revenge was just a ship that ran aground. I'm not joking, that is literally, it was really anticlimactic what happened. Wait, you can actually visit the wreck? Oh, whereabouts is she? Where is she? Boys, we're going to North Carolina. Everyone's like, no. No way. No fucking way. Are you kidding me? She's actually there. If she is, I'm going there. If she is, she ran into Sandbank and then they just fucking went off. And so yeah, so that's what happened. Anywho, I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna end the stream here because I've had enough and I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago and it's gone right to my head. Wherever I may roam, on land or sea or foam, you can always... Babies. You haven't taken a sign. Anyway, that's going to be the end of that.